What is needed for effective implementation in education introduces the key question. How can we ensure that AI integration and new methodologies lead to meaningful and lasting change? To achieve this, we must identify and address several key requirements. It's not enough to simply introduce technology into classrooms. The success of implementation depends on the right conditions, from motivation and adaptability to critical skills and ethical considerations. This section of the presentation will highlight those essential elements that create the foundation for truly effective educational transformation. Intrinsic motivation is the foundation of effective educational change. For both students and educators, learning becomes meaningful only when it connects to their personal goals and interests, not just because it's mandated. There are 3 dimensions to this. Personal connection learning is most powerful when it resonates with individual aspirations and experiences. Beyond compliance, the shift from we have to toward we want to makes learning voluntary and empowering. Sustained engagement. Intrinsically motivated learners persist through challenges because they see value and purpose in what they are doing. The image illustrates this idea. A student deeply focused on his work, not out of obligation, but out of genuine engagement and curiosity. Adaptation of new methods emphasizes the need to move beyond traditional teaching techniques in a rapidly evolving, tech-driven environment. First, we must embrace emerging tools, such as AI, VR, and other innovations that can enrich learning experiences. Second, we should leverage digital platforms, extending learning opportunities beyond the walls of the classroom. And third, we need flexible models, adaptable frameworks that can meet the diverse needs of today's learners. The image reflects this shift. Students engaging with digital tools in collaborative ways, demonstrating how education evolves when technology is integrated thoughtfully. Critical thinking must be at the very core of effective implementation. Whether students are evaluating AI outputs or questioning the reliability of information sources, they need to be empowered to think both deeply and independently. This process unfolds in 4 steps. Question, cultivating curiosity and challenging assumptions. Analyze, breaking down complex ideas and connections. Evaluate, judging credibility, accuracy, and relevance. Apply, using insights to solve problems and make informed decisions. By developing these skills, students not only learn how to navigate a world of complex information, but also gain the confidence to interact with AI critically and responsibly. Continuous self-directed learning is another essential pillar of effective education in the age of AI. In a world where knowledge is constantly evolving, both teachers and students must stay in a continuous learning mindset, ready to upskill and reskill whenever needed. This process unfolds in 4 interconnected steps. Explore, seeking out new knowledge and skills independently. Learn, acquiring and processing new information. Apply, using that knowledge in practical, real-world contexts. Adapt, adjusting approaches based on outcomes and feedback. This cycle ensures that learners remain flexible, resilient, and future-ready, no matter how quickly the educational or technological landscape shifts. Courage is perhaps the most important requirement for meaningful change. True transformation demands the courage to step outside the comfort zone, to try unfamiliar approaches, and to embrace uncertainty. This means setting boundaries, having the courage to say no to ineffective practices or overwhelming demands, embracing discomfort, willingly stepping outside familiar routines to discover new opportunities, facing uncertainty, experimenting with new methods without guaranteed outcomes, but with the potential for significant growth. The image reflects this idea, stepping boldly through an open door into new possibilities, symbolizing the courage needed to lead educational innovation. Intentional awareness is the final element for effective implementation. Change in education rarely happens under perfect conditions. Limited resources, institutional resistance, and external pressures are common realities, but educators and students must remain focused on the bigger picture. This means resource constraints, staying committed even with limited tools, time, or funding. Institutional barriers, navigating resistance within education systems. External pressures, balancing outside demands while protecting educational integrity. Long-term vision, keeping sight of ultimate goals despite everyday challenges. The image illustrates this well. Educators and learners working together with awareness and purpose, holding on to a clear vision of what they want to achieve.